Hey, guess what? Defense Secretary Jim Mattis is resigning. I don't know how important this is. I really don't. Real quick, it says Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, this is from NBC News, will leave his post in a little more than 2 months. President Donald Trump, maybe for Valentine's Day. Maybe that'll be his Valentine to the world. General Jim Mattis will be retiring with distinction at the end of February, and after having served my administration as Secretary of Defense for the past 2 years, Trump tweeted. Trump and Mattis have reportedly been at odds recently over military issues, according to numerous reports. I hear it's about China and Russia. That's where they disagree. Mm-hmm. What do you hear? Same thing?
Yeah, that's what I saw too.
In his resignation letter to the president, Mattis implicitly criticized him for not treating allies with respect and for not being clear-eyed about U.S. enemies and competitors. My views on treating allies with respect and also being clear-eyed about both malign actors and strategic competitors are strongly held and informed by over 4 decades of immersion in these issues. We must do everything possible to advance an international order that is most conducive to our security, prosperity, and values. Why do we get to do that? I just think that's funny. We must do everything possible to advance an international order that is most conducive to our security, prosperity, and we got to shape the world to fit our needs. Anyway.
Well, Jimmy, don't question this guy. He has 4 decades of experience, and if you look at that resume, you see a lot of illegal wars. He knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff.
It sounds like a directive that we all are supposed to obey and order.
Yes. We are strengthened in this effort by the solidarity of our alliances. Mattis told the president in the letter he should have a defense chief who shares his views. Because you have the right to have a Secretary of Defense whose views are better aligned with yours on these and other subjects, I believe it is right for me to step down from my position, the soon-to-be former defense chief said. Boy, if he really disagreed that harshly with Trump, why did he stick around for 2 years? It seemed like, right? It seemed like...
It's a fair question.
I'm going to say paycheck.
I don't... He could go work for a defense contractor. Those guys are... As they say in Goodfellas, he's a made man.
Well, up until recently, it was kind of just business as usual. Now, all of a sudden, Syria, Afghanistan, that's my guess.
Yeah, he's going to end the wars. I can't have it. I heard it was over China and Russia. But it is timed. It is right now. It is happening right when this stuff is happening, when Trump decides to wind down the wars like he promised.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone wants, except the news media and the politicians. Isn't it funny?
Mm-hmm.
The only people who want to keep those wars going, the news media and the politicians.
The people who profit off of it.
Yep.
Directly or indirectly or both.
And then they propagandize the hashtag resistance people, and they come out for war publicly because it's Trump. It's amazing. All right. There you go, General Mattis. Bye-bye. Our next live Jimmy Dore show is February 1st in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydorcomedy.com for a list of all our live shows, and please become a premium member if you can. Become a patron. It's the way we support this show because they're coming at us, and we give you bonus. We give you hours of bonus material every week. Check it out. Become a patron. And if you can, make sure you're still subscribed. They unsubscribe people every day. I know it sounds crazy. It only takes a second. Please make sure and click that bell when you subscribe so they'll send you a note.